What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another reaction video. We got the team that rigged the NFL. Let's check this out.
The greatest
Here we go, man.
NFL history was formed in New England, led by the greatest QB and head coach of all time.
Facts.
Brady and Belichick's rule would last for nearly 20 years. However, dynasties are rarely formed with clean hands.
Bro, why the fuck Bill Belichick oral farming and shit staring in the camera?
Illegally videotaped its opponent's signals.
If they know before the snap of the ball what your coverage basically is, they can chew you up and spit you out.
Got the Patriots in Foxborough, it's raining, it's the Steelers, and what do you know? The headset doesn't work.
NFL sources telling our sister network ESPN 11 of the 12 balls the team used to beat the Indianapolis Colts were inflated significantly below league requirements.
Yo, so they was always cheating with the inflated footballs and shit.
Built on deceit.
Let me find out the reason New England got 6 rings is because of them cheating and shit. Let me find out. Patriots
the year 2000 was a year of new beginnings for New England. After a disappointing tenure with head coach Pete Carroll, the Patriots brought in head coach Bill Belichick.
Crazy, they paid that nigga a bag just for him to get injured and get his starting job taken.
1996 season.
Wild how the NFL be turning out, bro.
Packers in Super Bowl 31. And was the defensive coordinator for the New York Giants under Bill Parcells. In 4 of his 6 seasons with the Giants, his defense ranked top 5 in yards and points allowed, and was one of the most dominant defenses in the league, led by one of, if not the greatest defensive player in history, Lawrence Taylor. 2 days had passed. It was now round 6, and the Patriots' next pick was coming up.
Bro, I'm excited for the draft, bro.
Pro Bowler Drew Bledsoe.
I'm gonna try to record my reaction for the draft and shit.
And did not need to add depth to the position.
No, I'm not gonna be able to stream that shit. Probably get my channel clapped, gang.
That drew some interest from the Patriots staff. Championed by Patriots quarterback coach Dick Rehbein and then player personnel director Bobby Greer, a QB who, no matter how bright the lights or how grand the stage, was able to perform at a high level. Tom Brady, a player who arrived at the University of Michigan as a 7th-string backup and fought his way to the starting job for his junior and senior year. He was projected to go in the 3rd round by Patriots scouts, and to here, he was projected to go in the
nigga. Oh my gosh, that nigga Tom Brady, bro. Holy shit, yeah, he definitely. I'm glad he got healthier throughout his career, bro. Cause gang, that nigga look like he need to eat some burgers, some steak, or some gang.
3rd round by Patriots
oh my
scouts,
gosh.
And to Belichick's surprise, Brady was still on the board, and he made his move. A move that would form one of the NFL's most celebrated and polarizing dynasties in NFL history. Tom Brady would fight his way to 2nd on the depth chart, right under Drew Bledsoe. And after Mo Lewis's vicious hit that nearly ended Bledsoe's life.
And what's even more crazier, bro, if it wasn't for that hit, we would have never gotten Tom Brady, bro. He would have never had 7 rings. There would have never been a dynasty. Like, bro, that shit is insane to think about, bro.
It was Brady's team. The Patriots would go on to have 19 consecutive game-winning seasons, 17 division titles, and 6 Super Bowl titles, and appear in 13 AFC championship games.
And I know Drew Bledsoe was heated, gang.
A dynasty that had no
I would be too.
A team that
you know what I'm saying?
At
least he got him a free ring, you know? At least he got him a free ring.
Patriots would soon fall under intense scrutiny, and their dynasty's validity would be questioned.
This nigga smirking and shit. Spygate. I remember this. Remember this scandal.
In week 1,
like, how do you even set shit like that up, bro?
The New England Patriots faced off against the New York Jets. The storyline at the forefront of everyone's mind was the Patriot debut for one of the greatest receivers in history.
Crazy that team still ain't win a ring game. Brady and Moss. I think they had Wes Welker still on the team too, right?
Moss would go for 183 yards receiving and a touchdown in his first ever game with Tom Brady.
That's unfair, bro.
The Patriots' high-powered offense made them Super Bowl favorites. However, Moss's debut performance would be overshadowed by a seemingly inconsequential storyline. Belichick would be facing a former disciple, Eric Mangini, former defensive backs coach turned defensive coordinator for New England. Mangini was well aware of Belichick's tactics and tendencies, even those that stood on the fringes of legality. Prior to the game, Mangini alerted security of Belichick's filming of defensive signals. And just before halftime, security caught one of Belichick's men in the act. Security confiscated the camera and turned it over to NFL officials. Security noted that the videographer was visibly shaking and sweating. He was wearing with a taped-over Patriots logo under a red media vest. Later that week, Belichick issued an apology stating, "I want to apologize to everyone who has been affected, most of all ownership, staff, and players." Roger Goodell was swift in his punishment. Just 4 days after the incident, Goodell fined Belichick $500,000, fined the Patriots organization $250,000, and docked the team a 2008 first-round pick. Upon further investigation, they found that the filming of defensive signals was not limited to this one incident, but had been employed by Bill Belichick since 2000. Inside a room accessible only to Belichick and a few others,
years of
they
cheating
found a
is
library
crazy.
of scouting material containing videotapes of opponents' signals with detailed notes, matching signals to plays for many teams going back 7 seasons. Among them were handwritten diagrams of the defensive signals of the Pittsburgh Steelers, including the notes used in the January 2002 AFC Championship game, won by the Patriots 24-17. Yet almost as quickly as the tapes and notes were found, they were destroyed.
Sounds a little shady.
In 2002, a Boston tabloid, the Boston Herald, reported that the New England Patriots had videotaped the St. Louis Rams' February 2002 walkthrough practice prior to Super Bowl 36. This was denied by Belichick, and the article was soon retracted by the Boston Herald, issuing a front-page apology after being unable to confirm their allegations. Following Spygate, former Eagles came out and were convinced Belichick used similar tactics on them prior to the 2005 Super Bowl. In an article titled Spygate to Deflategate by Don Van Natta Jr. and Seth Wickersham, the author states, "The question that had vexed the Eagles since they lost to the Patriots 24-21 in Super Bowl 39, how did New England seem completely prepared for the rarely used dime defense the Eagles deployed in the second quarter, scoring touchdowns on 3 of 4 drives? The Eagles suspected that either practices were filmed or a playbook was stolen." To this day, some believe that they were robbed by the Patriots, not playing by the rules. The Panthers team,
if Philly ended up getting a get back years later,
similar
you know what I'm saying?
Following the Spygate discovery. Our players came in after that first half and said it was like the Patriots were in our huddle, a Panther source says. During halftime, New England led 14-10. Carolina's offensive coordinator Dan Henning changed the game plans because of worries the Patriots had too close a read on Carolina's schemes. And in the second half, the Panthers moved the ball at will. Before losing 32-29 on a last-second field goal. The haste in which the investigation was done and the evidence was destroyed attracted attention from Congress. Senator Arlen Specter from Pennsylvania put more pressure on Goodell and the league to continue their investigation of the Spygate scandal. If the NFL didn't allow for an independent investigation, Specter threatened to file legislation that would revoke the NFL's antitrust exemption. Spector then had a meeting with Goodell, in which he learned that Belichick had engaged in these practices since his hiring in 2000. Spector made many in the NFL nervous, especially New England, but Kraft had many connections and would contact a very powerful friend.
That nigga Robert Kraft a weird ass nigga, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Then he like, wasn't there like a
success is a
whole scandal with him and Tuggies or some shit like that?
For most people to handle.
A lot of people can't win.
Is that Donald Trump?
You see it in sports where they're right on the threshold of win, and then they can't get it over the line.
The future president of the United States, Donald J. Trump, would have an interesting role in the Spygate scandal that was revealed only a couple years ago. In Spector's 2012 memoir titled Life Among the Cannibals, Spector writes that a mutual friend of himself and
Jeffrey
Kraft's
Dahmer, nigga?
gave him a call amidst the investigation into Spygate, stating, "If I laid off the Patriots, there'd be a lot of money in Palm Beach." Spector left the friend unidentified and was left a mystery for several years. However, an ESPN investigative report found that the friend was billionaire businessman Donald Trump, who had been a longtime supporter.
He isn't as rich as everybody thinks, though, bro.
And had been Kraft's close friend for nearly 30 years.
I've heard these whispers for 3 or 4 years that New England and Belichick lead the National Football League in high-tech espionage.
For years, rumors swirled prior to the Spygate scandal that New England led the league in high-tech espionage, and Belichick would go on to later admit that they recorded signals in at least 40 games during the Spygate era.
40
Many
games?
former employees claimed the taping of signals.
Damn,
was
nigga,
not
that's
the
like
only
what,
tactic
3
of the
seasons?
During pregame warm-ups, a
Probably more than that.
Patriot employee would sneak into the visiting locker room and steal the play sheet, listing the first
4 seasons,
20 or
actually,
so
my bad.
scripted calls for the opposing team's
Like,
offense.
not a whole 4 seasons,
The
but
practice became so notorious that some coaches put out fake play sheets for the Patriots to swipe. Numerous former employees say the Patriots would have someone rummage through the visiting team's hotel for playbooks or scouting reports. The Patriot way stayed with staff after their departure from New England. In 2006, 1 year prior to the New England Spygate scandal, the Jets were caught filming the Patriots' plays and defensive signals from both end zones of Gillette Stadium.
wait, what?
The head coach was Eric Mangini. The Jets were caught filming the Patriots' plays and defensive
So the Jets, so who started it first, the Patriots or the Jets, my
from
nigga?
both end zones of Gillette Stadium. The head coach was Eric Mangini. In 2010, the Denver Broncos were fined $50,000 for filming the 49ers walkthrough before the game between the two teams. In
Damn,
London.
so everybody
The
was
head coach
cheating?
was Josh McDaniels, former offensive coordinator for New England.
Of course, bro. Of
McDaniels
course.
was fired
See
over
what you
that.
started, Bill? That
Here
nigga
is the
raising
rules
cheaters in
Belichick
New England.
broke. Of the Constitution and bylaws of the NFL, no member shall use at any time from start to finish of any game in which a club is a participant any communications or information gathering equipment other than Polaroid type cameras or field telephones, including without limitation videotape machines, telephone tapping or bugging devices, or any other form of electronic devices that might aid a team during the play
Some
of the
nigga be
game.
wearing Apple Watches and shit. Big Ben
Prior
tried to
the
wear one
2006
time.
Season, this
They
was the
they
rule
find that
regarding the
nigga
filming of
a
opponents.
hefty
The key
hefty
part to
amount.
focus on is the that might aid a team during the playing of a game. Belichick argued that he interpreted the rule as stating that if footage of a game or signals is used for post-game analysis, it does not break the rule, as it did not aid the team during the game.
Well, my interpretation of the rules came from the Constitution.
Trying to find a loophole around this.
In, I think it's paragraph 14 there, the Constitution and bylaws.
That nigga Bill
states
Belichick just be winning that
very
life, bro.
clearly that
Got
you
6
cannot use any
rings.
type of videotaping device
Future
or
Hall of Fame
anything
head
like that
coach.
from the start.
Dating a
of the game.
24-year-old, like, gang.
And that was never done. That was never.
Y'all think he
never,
fucking her?
ever used any of the videotaping.
Like,
in
real
any
shit,
way
y'all think he
during the
fucking her?
course Of any game.
808 he is,
In
right?
2006, a memo was sent out to all
I don't
32
know.
teams regarding the recording of defensive signals. Videotaping of any type, including but not limited to taping of an opponent's offensive or defensive signals, is prohibited on the sidelines, in the coach's booth, in the locker room, or in any other locations accessible to club staff members during the game. Belichick ignored the memo. Bill Belichick knew the rulebook better than anyone else in the league, studied it, and actively searched for potential loopholes. He turned the taping of signals into a systematic practice. The shared view of Belichick, according to many who've worked with him, is this: the league is lazy and incompetent, so why not push every boundary? You'd want Bill doing.
Hey, he's got a point though,
former
bro.
Patriots assistant coach. He would find all the loopholes, and then when the IRS would close them, he'd find more.
Damn, Bill.
All right, 0 slot out, 74, quick, B slant on 1, ready?
Buddy, here we go, buddy. Let's see what we got here. What we got?
I miss Tom Brady, man. Please come back for at least one more season, bro. Please. Just don't play in the AFC game. Fuck that. Got tired of that nigga in the AFC.
In an AFC divisional game against the Baltimore Ravens. In what would be a closely contested game, a series of deceptive plays would be called that would cause coach John Harbaugh to accuse the New England Patriots of cheating. The Patriots were now trailing 14-28 in the third quarter. The Patriots needed to convert on this drive. Harbaugh had done a good job of containing the Patriots' offense for most of the night.
And gets taken down again, so that secondary did its job.
And Belichick needed to dig into his bag of tricks to help spark the offense. The trickery would not lie within a play action or flea flicker, but would lie within the formation. At first glance, everything seems to be normal, but when the ball is snapped, the left tackle shoots out and catches a ball down the middle, while Shane Vereen shoots back behind the line of scrimmage. An irate John Harbaugh ran onto the field shouting at the referees, drawing a flag. Harbaugh was furious that the refs were not giving him enough time to ID who were the eligible players. New England took advantage of this confusion on who Baltimore needed to cover, and on 3 plays the formation was used, they gained 41 yards.
Bruh.
The NFL confirmed that the play was indeed legal. However, later that year the formation was banned after a proposal by the Baltimore Ravens.
Yeah.
Another
Lame
instance of Belichick's ingenious use of the rulebook.
Is that his son in the back?
Monday Night Football, in a game between the New York Jets and
this shit was funny. Bill Belichick was trolling the Jets the whole game.
With 10 minutes left in the fourth quarter, on 4th down at the Jets' 33-yard line, Belichick would take this punt as an opportunity to showcase major flaws.
That nigga was trolling, bro.
Management rules. Belichick would take a 4th down delay of game. It was declined.
Then
the Patriots then took an intentional false start penalty. Because the clock was running at the time of the first penalty,
he was trying his hardest not to break character. Bill knew exactly what he was doing, bro.
1 minute and 22 seconds on the clock. Following the game, Belichick had this to say.
Bro.
No, it was just the way the rules.
Belichick said, I know what I'm doing.
Time off the clock without really having to do anything. That's probably a loophole that will be closed and probably should be closed. But right now it's open.
That is tough. Nah, Bill mad funny for that, bro.
The action of coaches and players, it's not an ordinary injury.
Sterling Sharp is down.
Now the ambulance has made its way out onto the field too.
What's going on?
They called for the card. Here comes the stretcher.
In 2014, 2 former New England Patriots, cornerback Aqib Talib and linebacker Aaron Spikes, claimed that the Patriots put false information about them on official injury reports. Spikes was placed on IR after showing up late to practice prior to New England's first playoff game, and Talib was placed on IR for a hip injury when it was a quad injury. New England's improper use of injured reserve and injury reports does not stop there. For a total of 3 years from the 2005 to 2008 season, Tom Brady was on the injury report, listed as probable due to a shoulder injury. In those 3 years, Brady played 127 games straight. As a result, the NFL altered the format for the injury report. On Wednesday and Thursday, teams are required to list injuries and whether a player did not participate in practice, had limited participation, or had full participation. On Friday, the designations switched to the traditional out, doubtful, questionable, and probable. Belichick knew information was power and did everything in his ability to keep his opponents off balance.
Which is kind of smart, not gonna lie.
During Matt Walsh's interrogation regarding injured reserve, he stated that he was once instructed to remove the labels and erase tapes of a Patriots practice because the team had illegally used a player placed on injury reserve. It was a cold day in Foxborough as New England faced off against the Indianapolis Colts in the 2014 AFC Championship game. Tom Brady as a boy dreamed of games like this at the doorstep of one of the most coveted championship games in sports. However, the dreamlike landscape that surrounded him would soon come crashing down.
To the new developments in the Deflategate scandal.
Oh, Deflategate.
Tonight, the New England Patriots are fighting back against accusations of unsportsmanlike conduct. Did they deflate footballs during their championship game to gain a strategic advantage?
The question they're asking themselves is, what's up with our hero?
Didn't they get Brady suspended for like 4 games?
What do you think makes a good ball player?
Say, if you're so familiar,
Was that younger Tom Brady?
You not know that the balls were underinflated.
Talk, nigga. Nigga just stared at the camera and shit.
Is Tom Brady a cheater?
The Patriots were hated by all, the focal points of media scrutiny. Spygate had labeled the Patriots as cheaters.
Like 20 more minutes left to go.
Make it to him. Brady middle. Intercepted by DeQuell Jackson. And Marine has the tackle.
After DeQuell Jackson's interception, he headed over to the sideline. And amidst the celebration, he noticed something strange about the ball. The ball seemed to be underinflated. The team then notified NFL Game Day Operations that they understood that there was a problem with the inflation level of a Patriots ball. At halftime, NFL officials inspected the footballs and found that 11 of the 12 New England footballs were underinflated by nearly 2 pounds per square inch.
Nearly 2
officials
pounds.
then reinflated
Crazy.
the balls and tested Indianapolis balls, and were only able to test 4 before halftime ended, but found that they were in regulation. It should be noted that the officials were using 2 different gauges, one that seemingly was not as well calibrated as the other, and these caused mixed results with the Colts footballs as they were in regulation on one gauge, but not on the other. The Patriots would go on to dominate the Indianapolis.
Y'all think the refs had something to do with this shit then? I don't know, bro. This shit sound a little sketchy to me.
Winning 45-7, scoring 28 points in the second half of play, and advanced to the Super Bowl. While the upcoming Super Bowl matchup between the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks was at the forefront of everyone's
Bro, did
mind,
Marshawn have his
the
gloves
use
on
of
his
seemingly
face pads,
deflated
bro?
footballs would throw
Yo.
the media and the Patriots.
Damn, that
franchise
wobbly ass
into a
football.
whirlwind.
I think I heard it all at this point, and it's ridiculous.
Obviously, whatever we need to do to cooperate with them, we'll do.
So you're not deflating footballs? Is that?
Not the... Can't imagine.
Accusations of foul play were widespread. While Belichick and Brady vehemently denied these allegations, it could not stop the media stampede that would ensue.
About allegations they illegally underinflated footballs.
Rubbing the football, I don't think you can change.
Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill.
The question atop everyone's mind was how could the
That's my whole
quarterback
childhood
not be
right there,
aware of the
ain't he?
balls being underinflated? When asked, Hall of Fame head
John
coach
Madden.
and announcer John Madden stated, I can
R.P.
see
John
that
Madden,
being
man.
between quarterback and the
True
equipment
legend.
guy. If the balls were indeed deflated, it would have to have been the quarterback's idea. Hall of Fame quarterback Troy Aikman also went on to say, "If balls were indeed inflated, I will go to my grave saying that Tom Brady knew the balls were deflated."
This scandal over football.
Didn't like text messages come out about that too?
In fact, it's taken on new life with word of video evidence being examined by the league and a so-called person of interest identified who took the footballs in question behind closed doors.
The NFL launched its investigation into the use of
it's hard to get away with shit nowadays, bro, with all
AFC
these fucking cameras and shit.
during the
Technology,
2014
you know what I'm saying? It's at an
2015
all-time high
playoffs.
now.
On January 26th, an anonymous league source stated that the NFL was focusing in on a Patriots locker room attendant who was seen on surveillance taking the 24-game footballs into the restroom for around 90 seconds.
Oh yeah, they definitely cheating. Cause what the fuck you doing taking the footballs into a restroom, nigga? Well, you gonna pee on them? The fuck? Yeah, caught your ass.
For the deflation. The Colts also claimed to have
You think
notified
he's
the
slick.
NFL prior to the game that the Patriots may be using underinflated footballs, stating that in Week 11, when the Colts faced off against the Pats, Colts strong safety Mike Adams intercepted 2 passes thrown by Brady.
And play fake, and then this is going to get picked off at the 32. Adams has his...
The intercepted footballs appeared to be coated in a tacky substance and seemed spongy or soft when squeezed. On January 23rd, the NFL hired lawyer Ted Wells to uncover what really went on in Deflategate. Wells previously
That nigga
worked
like
with the
Judge
NFL
Joe
on the
Mathis.
Richie
I'm not Joe Mathis,
Incognito
Judge Joe
and
Brown.
Jonathan Martin bullying incident.
You're still a rookie. I will kill you.
4 months later, the
What'd he say?
incident.
You're still a rookie. I will kill you.
Hey, what's up? You have... Whoa! You racist nigga. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. Lock that nigga
4
up. I
months
ain't
later,
gonna lie.
the NFL released a 243-page report. Brady was implicated that it was deemed more probable than not that he was generally aware of the deflation. The report further stated that Belichick and other members of coaching staff were not involved in the situation. 2 central characters in the report were locker room attendant Jim McNally and equipment manager John Jastrzemski, showcasing the text
like
with
that?
one another about Brady, mentioning gifts, inflation, deflation, and McNally referring to himself as the deflator. The Wells report also had a scientific analysis performed by Exponent, in which the company created a locker room, a part of the field, and tried to emulate similar conditions by throwing the ball, rubbing the ball, and even spraying water.
Damn,
They
Brady.
found that environmental factors alone could not account for the dramatic decrease in pressure, meaning that someone manually and purposefully let air out of the football. Many proponents of New England's innocence claim the drop in PSI followed the ideal gas law, in which the pressure of the football will naturally drop when inflated in a warm environment and exposed to a cold environment. In a lecture given by MIT professor John Leonard, a self-proclaimed Eagles fan, he puts forth an argument that the deflated footballs were not caused by human intervention, but by environmental factors. He criticizes the seemingly rushed and carefree attitude by the officials who inspect the game balls, noting that nothing was recorded.
Did they write anything down? Did they write down any numbers? Did they take the temperature? Did they have any sort of experimental procedure? Did they just say 12 and a half, close enough?
He then goes on to say that the decrease in PSI in New England's footballs matched what was predicted using the ideal gas law.
When they measured the Patriots ball on the sidelines with one of the gauges, guess what they measured? We can look up they measured 11.3. Okay? Now, instead of thinking ideal gas law, they thought cheating.
Stating, if I had to stake my reputation and career on it, the Patriots balls matched the ideal gas law prediction. The Wells report stated that the balls would rapidly repressurize when taken into the locker room. However, Professor Leonard cited a study that analyzed and showed that a ball when kept in a bag showed slow warming, and therefore the deflation would not be from tampering, but from temperature. On May 11, 2015,
right? You know?
the NFL announced that Tom Brady
I don't really know too much about this shit, bro.
in the upcoming season for violating the NFL policy on
Still
the
feel like
integrity of the
Patriots
game.
cheated.
The Patriots were fined $1 million and lost a 2016 first-round pick and a 2017 fourth-round pick.
I ain't gonna lie. Instead of like with stuff like this, instead of them just taking the first-round pick, I feel like they should do like a what am I trying to say? Like put all the rest, like all other 31 teams into like a generator or something like that, and then or like on a wheel and spin the wheel, and then whoever lands on gets that first round pick. I feel like that's how they should do it, bro. Instead of just taking the whole first round pick away, because it looks weird just having 31 first round picks instead of 32. Because it was the same way with like Miami when they were tampering with Tom Brady and Sean Payton.
Gate cheating scandal that rocked the NFL. The league has upheld a 4-game suspension for Tom Brady as the league reveals Brady had his cell phone destroyed right as investigators wanted to see it.
Huh?
We're sorry. You have reached a number that has been disconnected or is no longer.
Brady, who the fuck you think you are, nigga? Barack Obama?
Wells, Tom Brady instructed his assistant.
Excuse me, nigga think he Martin Luther King,
man. Brady exchanged nearly 10,000 text messages. The phone's destruction was not disclosed to investigators until nearly 4 months after they had requested electronic information from Brady. Brady claimed that it was a common practice for him when upgrading phones to destroy the old one. However, the NFL found that Brady didn't immediately destroy the phone he used between last spring and November, suggesting that this was not common practice, but an anomaly. Brady tried to reconcile by turning over phone records and emails, but the NFL saw this lack in initial cooperation as an admission of guilt. On July 28th, the NFL appealed. On September 3rd, Judge Berman overturned Brady's suspension, citing a lack of fair due process for Brady and claiming that the punishment was too harsh. The NFL then appealed the decision, keeping Brady's 4-game suspension in place. And on July 15th, Brady announced that he would not bring his appeal to the Supreme Court. For the first 4 games of the 2016 season, Brady watched from home as Jimmy Garoppolo took the start.
Jimmy G. Totally forgot he backed up Brady, bro.
Steeler coaches in their headsets, they were getting the Patriot radio broadcast. You don't think, do you?
Every team that I know of has some story about what happens to them in this stadium. But I guarantee you, Mike Tomlin is hot right now.
Some more cheating going on?
September 10th, 2015, after a 21-28 loss to the New England Patriots, head coach Mike Tomlin was infuriated, claiming coaches couldn't communicate because they were hearing the Patriots radio broadcast on their headsets. When pressed after the game, an unhappy Mike Tomlin said headset issues have occurred repeatedly in New England.
You just didn't have any communication?
We were listening to the Patriots radio broadcast for the majority of the first half on our headsets.
When asked whether he was surprised that the headsets went out when going against New England, defensive end for the Steelers Cam Hayward had this to say: "No, but I'm not going to make excuses." After the NFL's investigation,
nigga, what? Let me find out Patriots hacking headsets now.
We believe that the audio interference on Steelers headsets
they got so many damn
was
phones.
entirely attributable to an electrical issue made worse by the inclement weather. A source with knowledge of the NFL's reaction said Friday morning that when the league determined Pittsburgh's communications were down, it was in the process of shutting down the Patriots' headsets when the problem was resolved.
Damn.
In a 2005 wildcard game between
oh my
the
gosh,
Jaguars
this
and the
footage is
Patriots in
horrible.
Foxborough, Jacksonville experienced communication malfunctions between coach Jack Del Rio and his assistants. Linebacker Carlos Dansby
Oh my
told
gosh,
NBC
that nigga got
his
a
headset's distance. Linebacker.
Oh my gosh, nigga. That nigga got a gaming chair down his back. What the fuck?
Dansby told NBC that his headset stopped working during the 2008 game at New England, and he suspected foul play. My headset was working fine. every game, Dansby told Pro Football Talk, until the very last game of the year. We get in Foxborough, they couldn't get my headset fixed, for nothing in the world. A former Patriots assistant coach had this to say regarding headset tampering. At Gillette Stadium, the scrambling and jamming of the opponent's coach-to-quarterback radio line, small that many teams do, according to a former Pats assistant coach, occurred so often that one team asked a league official to sit in the coach's box during the game and wait for it to happen. Sure enough, on a key third down, the headset went out.
Cheating?
What's the call? Slidell, McGuire, double Arnold inside.
What a time to call it.
On first down, he had pressure. He got hit when he threw it. They got Sanders with the interception.
We played the Patriots in that second Super Bowl in Indianapolis, and they practiced at your facility all week. Were you a little nervous going back in your facility the next year that they didn't have like cameras in your quarterback room?
Every time I played against New England, I used to go and talk to my receivers like in the shower in the far corner. I'm like, don't talk about a play next to my locker because I know it's bugged. I know it's got a hot mic in there.
In May
Peyton Manning
2010,
LGBT barbecue?
Peter King reported that when Peyton Manning played in Foxborough, he would be very careful where he would have his conversations, believing that the Patriots bugged the locker room. Head coach Tony Dungy claimed that Peyton talked to some teammates who were former Patriots, stating, "You better be careful what you say in the locker room." As a result of these suspicions, many of Manning's meetings when playing in Foxborough would take place out in the hall with his receivers, away from any prying ears.
The fuck? Shock advice.
At 3:40 a.m., the fire alarm at Logan Airport Hilton was pulled, causing all the guests to be awoken and evacuated, including the entire Pittsburgh Steelers team. In just a couple hours, the AFC Championship game would take place between the Steelers and the New England Patriots. The false alarm was apparently planned out in advance by Patriots fans wanting to disturb the Steelers. The report stated that the man pulled the alarm, ran out of the hotel, and jumped into a waiting car, fleeing the scene. The culprit was later detained and identified as a 25-year-old self-proclaimed diehard Patriots fan that was self-admittedly drunk during the incident. Soon afterward, former offensive lineman for the Steelers, Alan Faneca, tweeted this: "Never played a game in New England where that did not happen, every single time." On Monday, an anonymous NFL person described as someone who works in the NFL had this to say about the fire alarm incident: "Ask any team. The fire alarm goes off every time you're in New England," the person said. "Happened every year I was there." The pulling of a visiting team's fire alarm happens to many teams, and happened to New England twice prior to their Super Bowl against the Seattle Seahawks. Transpiring amidst the Deflategate, it drew more attention from the media and caused rumors to swirl about the possibility of foul play.
So what if the Patriots sent that nigga there just to pull the fire alarm, bro? I ain't gonna lie, that's bro.
Nearly 10 years
that is bad,
gang.
gang.
Did a poor job of healing old wounds. During the Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl walkthrough, a mixture of paranoia and potential New England spies led to Philadelphia running a fake walkthrough to ensure the Patriots could not steal any plays. Least of all, their signature Philly special, which worked to perfection. After the game, numerous callers on local Philadelphia radio shows argued that the Eagles beat the Patriots despite their spying, citing how the two teams ran nearly identical trick plays as evidence. But while the Eagles executed theirs to perfection, the Patriots slipped through their fingers.
Damn, Brady.
The Eagles' suspicions of potential Patriot espionage may not have been unwarranted.
Patriots employer, and I want to show right now we have exclusive footage of this confrontation.
And this is a piece you're filming on your advanced scout? Yeah. Yeah. Come on, guys. I don't see the advanced scout in this footage.
Great coach, but sometimes you have to go after these top dogs to undermine a culture that is clearly there in New England of pushing the envelope.
That's my bad. That's not the deal.
Gets his information and gives it back to the football operation side. If that's the case, we have what we had in the beginning. Spygate 2.
That's why you would think you could take that. I didn't know. I didn't know. You can delete this right here for you. Damage is done, my friend.
One day prior to New England's matchup against the Cincinnati Bengals, a video obtained by Fox host Jay Glazer was released. The footage shows a Patriots film crew recording from the press box, focusing in on the Bengals sideline. They are then confronted by Bengals security. The recording was seized by security and handed over to the NFL officials. New England soon came out and admitted to inadvertently violating league rules, claiming the footage was actually for a documentary series by patriots.com.
Yeah,
Do Your Job. They were filming
whatever makes you sleep at night.
Episode on the role of the advanced
Never
scout,
helps you sleep at night,
who is
gang.
scouting their upcoming opponent, the Cincinnati Bengals. When Belichick was asked about the incident, he adamantly stated that the Patriots.com production crew is completely separate from football operations. However, something felt strange about this whole situation. As Matt Walsh, former Patriots video assistant, told investigators, during games, the Patriots videographers were told to look like media members, to tape over their team logos, or turn their sweatshirts inside out. The videographers also were provided with excuses for what to tell NFL security if asked what they were doing. Tell them you're filming the quarterbacks or the kickers, or footage for a team show. The era of hand signals had passed as a single defensive player now had a headset that eliminated the need for signals. The focus now was on substitutions, formations, and possible signals during hurry-up offenses. The Patriots.com video crew was granted credentials from the Cleveland Browns, the home team, but failed to inform the Bengals. Another strange fact is that present at the time of the recording was Dave Mondillo, a producer who has worked for Kraft TV for over 18 years, and stated that during the 8-minute filming of the sideline, he was in the restroom. As a result, the Patriots were fined $1.1 million and forfeited their third-round pick in the 2021 draft.
That's tough. You gotta stop cheating, bro. Real shit. Alright, we got 2 more minutes left, bro.
It was Game 7, Eastern Conference.
2 more minutes left.
Jordan went against the Pacers, right? And everyone's like, well,
it's been a good ass video, though. I ain't gonna lie.
It's just the feeling you have. And if you're a Patriot fan and Tom Brady's playing today, it can't end like this, can it? Can it really end like this? When he walks off this field tonight,
crazy. His last game in New England, bro, they lost to the Titans
the greatest quarterback
in the wild card round.
Time could be in his last game at Gillette, and he has one more chance, and it says Dyer is straight. That's what it is. Yes. I mean,
Pick 6.
We'll never see this
And it was to his former teammate.
Brady's pass is intercepted and returned for a touchdown by Logan Ryan, the former Patriot.
Damn. That had to suck. Hey, nigga left, went and got another ring, bro. Yeah, shit.
Greeny, it is now official. Tom Brady will be leaving the New England Patriots. He will be playing his career elsewhere.
Tom Brady has announced he is leaving the New England Patriots.
#1 trending topic on Twitter is Tom Brady. Because Tom Brady is leaving
that definitely
the
broke
Patriots.
the internet that day,
just
bro.
Announced this.
Yeah. Do you think that this dynasty...
Alright, come on now. Alright, bro, come on, that's too far.
This.
Y'all know how expensive these jerseys are, bro. Y'all really lighting a Tom Brady jersey on fire just because he going to another team. Nigga, you act like you went to the division rival or something, gang. He went to a whole different conference. And I guarantee you, Tom Brady's jersey gonna be worth something. Well, it's probably already worth something, but bro, imagine like in the next decade or so, his jersey's gonna be really worth something, bro. Like real shit. And y'all sitting here burning them for no reason whatsoever. Self-entitled Patriots fans, gang. And these jerseys are hella expensive too.
And tired of Bill Belichick's arrogance, the little shots he's taking.
Nigga, shut the fuck up, Skip Bayless.
Is the dynasty over in New England? Is that over for New England?
What's her at?
The dynasty is over. It really ended on March 17th when Tom Brady left.
I want to say thank you for the past 20 years of my life.
Mina Kimes looking some
and the
fine
daily
too.
commitment to winning.
I don't think no endless touching K Adams. Keep it
built on great values.
The league's first proven case of sideline spying has also revealed that these champions may be cheats.
Our team has always set a great standard in pro sports, and I know it will continue to do just that. Brady's departure marked the end of a 20-year dynasty, an era of unprecedented success, marred in controversy and scandal.
That it? That is it, man. Hey, shit, this is a good ass video, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hope you guys enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all let me know what other NFL videos y'all want me to react to. Without further ado, I'm out.
I'ma make them feel me, make them people when they show me. And if you don't know me, I'ma make sure that you know me. I hate to say it, but I really think I'm broke. But I know I'm chosen, I really know I'm chosen. I know I'm chosen. I was just lost a year ago, but now I'm focused. When good at sports, this microphone can be my trophy. Not taking drugs, I found a better way of coping.